Rachel here. Excuse me, I'm sick. I've got a cold, so I'm a little sniffling, coffee, and fun stuff right now. So try to ignore that if I make a lot of extra noise in this video. But I just want to do a quick video for you while I've got the energy. It's a small little haul, kind of collective haul. I picked up a few things at the mall recently. Not a whole lot, just because I'm watching what I spend right now. But there's some good deals out there with the upcoming holiday, back to school, and Labor Day weekend and all that. So there's some deals to be had out there. I wasn't looking for anything in particular, just kind of browsing and seeing what was available, in the stores. So I've only got three stores to show you stuff from. So let's jump into it real quick. First is Old Navy. I just picked up a few things. Old Navy. I picked up some summer stuff. Even though fall is coming, I got a whole bunch of their spring and summer stuff like really marked down. Some of it is marked down. Not all of it is marked down enough. They still got some stuff that's only on like first markdown, but they have some stuff that's been marked down like 2 or 3 times. So I did pick up just 3 things. A couple of them are basics. First is this kind of nude colored tank. It's made out of that, like the stuff like your undergarments would be made out of, like your shapewear, like your Spanx type material. Obviously I would not wear this by itself, but under something that's maybe like sheer, where I don't want my bra showing. Since this is flush tone, it would cover my bra. And it's got nice thick straps, so that way, the bra straps, you won't have to worry about those showing. But these are good to have in your wardrobe, just nude colored tanks. They don't have to be the fancy material. You could just get the plain cotton ones from, Old Navy or Forever 21. But I have a whole bunch of tanks to layer under shirts. Either stuff that's sheer or, if I want, just a layer for different colors. Excuse me. If I see these and they're cheap, I'll pick them up, because you can never have too many, tanks to layer with. So, and this was $3, $2.97. So, not bad for, something that's gonna get a lot of use like that. Next was just a t-shirt, plain t-shirt. I know, not very exciting. It's just in this green color. But again, this is really cheap. It's only $1.97. They had a whole bunch of these and a bunch of different colors. They had a different shade of green, like a lilac, a nude colored, which was kind of weird, a pale pink, like a hot pink, white, black, dark blue, and a gray, and like a lime green, like a chartreuse color. I didn't really care for any other colors. I've got gray already, and I've got white t-shirts. Not a huge fan of pink. I'll wear it occasionally, obviously. But the purple was a bit pale for me, and I have enough blue shirts to, last me until the end of time, because blue is my favorite color. But I don't really have anything in this color, and I figure for $2, why the heck not? This is something that I could easily use, all the time. I can wear it now when it's still warm out, with jeans or whatever, and then come, fall, I could put this under a cardigan or a blazer or something, and easily use this for the colder weather too. And, green is, I think, a color you can wear all year round, I think. And then last was a pair of capris, which, since it's still warm, I might be still able to get, a wear or 2 out of these before it starts getting cold. But I should, I'll still be able to wear these next year. But they're just a pair of capris in this polka dot print, dark blue, almost navy blue background with white polka dots. They stop, right before my ankle. Like I said, I figure I may get a chance to wear these, at least once before it gets cold. It just kind of depends on what the weather does, but these will also go with me on my cruise that I'm going on in a couple months. I'm going on a Disney cruise with my husband. We're going to the Bahamas. But I figure I'll wear these with like a pair of like wedges and a blouse for dinner one of the nights, because most of the restaurants, you don't have to get super dressed up to dine in. Most of the restaurants you can get away with, you know, like khakis and that type of thing. So I'll take these with me on my cruise, and then I'll wear them again next year once it gets warm again. And again, these were cheap. These were more than half off. These were $11.49. So fairly inexpensive for something that, you know, I'll wear a couple times before the season's out, and then I'll wear them again next year. Next, I went to Sears, and I only got one thing at Sears. I have not been to Sears in, I don't know how long. I almost said years, but that wouldn't rhyme. That'd be funny. Yeah, I don't normally shop at Sears. I don't know what possessed me to go in there. I think because it looked fairly empty, so yeah, it wouldn't be crowded, I guess. But I got this blouse. It's from the Kardashian collection. I know there's some people out there that can't stand the Kardashians. I could take them or leave them, you know. I know they don't actually do anything, but somehow they're still famous, and have lots of money, which, you know, I think annoys some people, because they're like, oh, they don't actually, you know, have any talent or anything, but they obviously know a thing or two about business, because they're extremely successful. And you know, like I said, I don't hate them, I don't love them either, but you know, that's just how I feel about the Kardashians. But this was on clearance, actually. I didn't buy it because it's the Kardashians, but I just think that's kind of funny that it is. I probably wouldn't have bought it if it was full price. Their line is somewhat expensive, especially for Sears, if you ask my opinion. But this was on clearance. It was marked down. Let's see, this shirt was originally $68, which I think is ridiculous. And then it was 75% off. It was $16.99, and then I got it for an additional 30% off. So I paid like $11, $12 with tax for the shirt. So I figure for the price, regardless of who it's made by, for $12, you know, not a bad deal. It's just a button-down shirt, obviously, blouse, sheer, animal print. It's oversized. I mean, this is small and it's huge. It's like almost a dress on me. But I just thought it was cute. Personally, you know, it's got pockets here on the front. It's got some button detailing on the sleeves too. It's got a couple of threads I need to trim off, but and it's got obviously the cuffs there. But I just thought this was actually really cute for what it is, regardless of who made it. You know, I can use this in the fall. I could see myself wearing this with like a pair of skinny jeans and like some booties. You know, when it gets a little cooler, maybe throw on like a leather jacket over it. Yeah, and I'm good to go. So I think I'm gonna get some use out of this. So, and like I said, for $12, why the heck not? And then the last two things I want to show you, actually, I've purchased further back than the stuff I just showed you. This stuff is at least a couple weeks that I bought this stuff. So, but I'm sure you can still buy it. It's from MAC, which I don't buy a lot from MAC because for the most part their stuff I think is a bit expensive. You know, I own obviously some MAC face products you guys have seen before. I've got several eyeshadows, blushes, some face powders, all from the Venomous Villains collection. There's a video I mentioned this stuff. Yeah, I think it's one of my favorites videos from last year. I'll find it and put the link to it, an annotation for it in the video. So I do own some MAC stuff. But I bought it a while ago, and I haven't really bought anything since. Just because, like I said, I think their stuff is somewhat overpriced, and I could find a lot of dupes for their stuff with like Elf and like drugstore stuff for a heck of a lot cheaper. But there were, I did pick up 2 things, like I said, a couple weeks ago, just because they're things that I've yet to find dupes for, and I like them, so I went ahead and pulled the trigger and bought them. So first was this lip glass, MAC lip glass. This is the Viva Glam 7. It's just, like I said, a lip glass. Very sparkly. It's not super sparkly, but it is sparkly because it is a lip glass. It does have a sheen to it. This is on the nude side. I went in looking for something to wear on my lips that was a bit more neutral than what I normally wear, because I have a lot of stuff, like a lot of my Elf lip glosses are, you know, pink, like bright pink or berry colored, which I like sometimes, but I tend to be a bit on the conservative side when it comes to lip colors. I'll go crazy with my eyes, with color in the eyes, but when it comes to my lips, I can be fairly conservative about what I wear on my lips. So I wanted something a little neutral. You know, the gal that helped me at the MAC place, the MAC store, you know, she was really nice about letting me try different colors. I mentioned that I have the Viva Glam 6, which is one of the Lady Gaga ones. I've had this for a while, obviously because the Lady Gaga came out like last year or something like that. So I've had this for a while, but I hardly ever wear it, just because I think the color, for the most part, I mean, it's not super bright. It's not like, hello, I'm wearing, you know, pink with sparkles on my lips. But you know, there's some days where it's like I want to wear something on my lips, but I don't want it to be like, whoo, I'm wearing something on my lips. That I mentioned I had this, and she's like, well, you know, you've got the 6, try the 5. And I tried the 5 by itself, and I just thought it was too brown. The lady at the MAC counter, she thought that it looked good on me, but to me, I thought it was too brown, it was too neutral. You know, it's made my lips disappear, because my lips by themselves do not have a lot of color in them. So she said, well, you know, try, you know, keep the 5 on. I had the, you know, sample of the 5 on, and then, you know, she gave me the 6, and she said, try the 6 on top of it. And I actually like the way it looks. That's what I'm wearing now. So I've got the 5 underneath, you know, coated that on my lips, and then a coat of the Viva Glam 6 on top, and I think the 2 colors together, they balance each other out. So it brings more color to the 5, but it helps tone down the 6. So, you know, my lips are got some color to them, but it's not so colorful that I'm like, everybody looking at my lips. So yeah, and so that's what I got as far as lip stuff, the Viva Glam 5. So I got that, and then I also got an eyeshadow, which I actually have put in my little Stila palette. You guys have seen this before in my everyday makeup tutorial that I did, I think last year. Because I didn't want to buy, I've got MAC eyeshadows, but they're in the actual pots, you know, the black pots with the lid on them, and I wasn't going to depot those because they've got the Disney characters on them, so I don't want to lose the packaging for them, because I like the packaging, but I didn't want I didn't necessarily want to buy this one in a thing, in a pot, just because I don't really have a good place to store them. I prefer, you know, having my stuff in a pallet for the most part, because it's easier to keep them, because, you know, they stack better and all that, they store better. But I didn't want to buy MAC palette just for one shadow, so I'm making do with my Stila palette, which it works. Obviously, you know, the MAC is not as big, but because the steel palette's got a magnet in the bottom where the shadows go, and this is a metal tin, it's holding. So even though it's not quite the right size, it still works. But this is the color I got. This is Sketch, which is just a deep, like, berry color, like deep purple Merlot, which I don't have. I should have put some primer on my hand, so that way it would pop better, but I don't know if you guys can see that or not, or on my finger. This is a really deep wine color, and I'm going to use this. I'm actually wearing it today, but I'm going to use this kind of as my fall color. As you guys know, for the most part I wear the Stila, these two Stila colors. The lighter color I wear, in the inner corner and on my crease, and pretty much over the entire eye, and then I use the dark brown, which is Twig, as my outer corner and my crease color, because the brown goes really well with my blue eyes. But I love the idea of like this dark, like wine Merlot type color for fall. So I've been using it in place of the Twig as my outer corner and crease color, and I really like the way it looks. So I picked that up. So, like I said, I don't normally shop at MAC just because it's a bit on the expensive side, but I've yet to find dupes for the Viva Glam and Sketch. I'm sure there's some out there, but I don't want to take the time to try and find it. So I went ahead and picked those up, and I like them. I think I'll get my money's worth out of them. But that's all I've got to share with you guys. Like I said, this haul was tiny just because I've been, watching what I spend, just because I got vacations coming up. So, I'm going to need money for souvenirs and stuff. So, that's it. If you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to hit me up in the comment section below, or on Twitter, or all the other places that I am online. I'm everywhere, I swear. On my blog, on Instagram, on Pinterest. You could always find me on Pinterest. I spend way too much time on there. Anyway, I've got to go. My throat is absolutely killing me. I've got to stop talking and go gargle or something. I don't know. But I will talk to you guys later, alright?